Welcome, 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 teenagers, young people. Thank you so much for coming back again and again and again. What you're watching, askgeorgeuncle@gmail.com. Why am I saying that? That's the email. If you're able to shoot your questions, we will answer. The question that I have today is of a young teenager who's feeling so guilty. This teenager wrote, "Uncle, I'm feeling so guilty because my dad was very sick and I was supposed to take him to the hospital. I was a little rebellious that day and I was kind of, doing my work and I got into my room and then my dad died. I still feel very guilty about it. What do I do?" Let me just first say this. I feel sorry that your dad died. The second principle that I want to put here is this. Things have happened, and maybe even if it's you think and feel that it's your mistake, one of the things that you had written in that question is that now your aunts are pricking you and showing you that this is your mistake, and because of you, your dad has died. I want to put this perspective. Please understand this. We are not over everything. God is sovereign over everything. I'm not saying that this person should have died. No, I'm not saying that. I feel very sorry for that. Very, very sorry for that. I mean that. Very, very sorry. But it has happened. Now, don't beat yourself. You're a young teenager. Don't beat yourself and feel condemned and walk in that guilt, carrying that. Please understand, God is sovereign. In spite of our mistakes, He's sovereign. I say this many a times to teenagers and young people. Sometimes we glorify our mistakes. We glorify our failures, that we forget that our God is much bigger than our mistakes, much bigger than our failures. Let's not glorify our mistakes. Let's not glorify our failures. Yes, I understand that. I understand what happened and you rebelled or you reacted in a certain way, responded in a certain way, and at that time you could have taken your dad to the hospital, you could have helped in taking the dad to the hospital, and things happen. I totally understand that. But now, things have happened. Yes, I feel sad about it. Things have happened, but you need to learn to move on. I'll give you 3 simple principles. 1, you need to have somebody with whom you learn to share. Now, don't walk in guilt. Don't walk in condemnation. Don't carry this guilt. No, you need to let go of the guilt. Learn to forgive yourself. Learn to forgive yourself. And that will take time. It will take time. Give yourself time. It will take time. Have somebody with whom you share. 2, don't spend alone. Spend time in communities. Spend time with people. If you're going to keep yourself alone all the time and all the time being alone, it's going to trigger these thoughts again and again and again. Spend time with people who are positive, people who speak faith, people who are around you who will see the good in you. 2, the third, you need to be very careful not to buy everything that you hear around. Things have happened. It has happened. You have a whole life ahead of you. I'm again very, very sad for what has happened. Very, very sad for what has happened. I mean it. I mean it. Hey, I mean it. But you need to move on with your life. You need to move on. You can't cut your life. You can't short circuit your life. You need to learn to move on. Thank you so much for writing something very personal and asking this question. I'm sure there are many other teenagers, many other young people who are struggling with questions like this. Thank you so much. Love you all so much. Keep shooting your questions. There is always answers for our questions. Remember the email, askgeorgeuncle@gmail.com. Hey, to the person who asked this question, I'm praying for you. I'm with you. I feel for you. God bless you. May God lead you.